Guys, so in this video you will see what the sewing aspect of me making what this beautiful overlapping jacket, gown, and so if you've not watched the pattern drafting video, it's the first video before this. You can go ahead and watch that to understand how we came about cutting it. So this video is just showing what's the sewing aspect of what of this beautiful outfit. So guys, let's get right into the sewing. Ciao. I've actually cut out my fabric using my pattern paper. As you can see, I added just 0.5 inches on the sides. 0.5 inches on the sides. That's my inner side. This is my center. This is my side. So the inside I added 0.5 inch. 0.5 inch. This place I added 0.5 inch. But on the side, on the main side now, I added 1 inch. This is 1 inch. Same with this one. I added 1 inch on this main side, but remaining sides I use 0.5 here, 0.5 here, and this back is on fold, so there's no allowance. It is on fold. It is on fold. So I have just allowance on this side. Yeah, so you can 0.5 at the top also. Now for the down part, you might notice that my lining is actually shorter. Yes, on my pattern. Using my pattern now, let me use this to explain. So the way I cut my lining is that my main fabric, I have 2 extra inches as my allowance for my hem. 2 extra inches as my allowance for my hem. But now for my lining is 3.5 inch shorter than my main fabric. That is why we have so much gap like this there. So you understand why I actually did that for all my lining while we are sewing. So the next thing we'll be doing now is to join my pieces together. Now I'll pick my fronts. Remember, my front are 2 sides, so I'll pick a side and join a side together. So this is a side. This is one side. So this side I'll join it together in the midpoint from the bottom up to this place. The other side also I'll pick it, I'll join. I'll do the same for the linings also. Now for my back also, this is the center piece for my back. The center piece for my back. This is the side, and this is another side. So I'll join the 3 together. This side at the bottom here, at the bottom here also. So I'll do the same for my lining also. So I'm joining all my pieces together first. So these are my 2 sides. You can see them. This is how they will look like at the end of the day. Yeah. So I'll turn each piece now, this side and this side, with their lining. I've also joined the lining. So I'll pick one. So this is it. So the first thing I'll be sewing is this down part. I'll sew this down part first on 0.5. I'm sewing this down part first on 0.5. So this is it. I've sewn it. So I'll pull it up. I have to pull it up for the shoulder to align. So I'll pin it down. So after pulling it up, I'll take to the sewing machine now, and I'll sew on 0.5 inch this side, 0.5 inch down. I'll sew also from here 0.5 inch down. That's my side. So I'll do the same thing for my front and my back. So my 2 fronts and my back, I'll be turning them each with lining, sewing this down part first, pulling it up and sewing 0.5 on the sides, leaving the armhole area and the shoulder area. So for the back, I'll be sewing the neck area. Let me show you that. So for my back, this is my back. I'll sew the neck area on 0.5. Then I'll sew the sides and the sides. That is after I've sewn this down part first. So this is it. I've sewn by the sides. I've sewn for both fronts. This is my 2 fronts. You see there. And this is my back. You can see. So I've done the neck, the sides. Yes, I've done the sides also to this place. So I have just my shoulder and my armhole. So I'll turn it out through my shoulder area. I'll turn them out each and I'll iron. So I've ironed them and I've turned it out. This is my back. And these are my fronts. Ironed and turned out. You can see. So this is what I was trying to achieve with what I did by reducing the lining. So you can see it. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to join in my shoulders. I'll be joining my shoulders. So I'll pick this one first. So I'll be joining my Ankara to my Ankara like this. I'll open it up like this. I'll join my Ankara to my Ankara and the lining to the lining like this. So on 0.5, I'm joining them on 0.5 straight to this place. So I also do the same for this side also. I'll join my shoulders like that. So after I've joined my shoulders, I'll join my sides. Remember, for my side, I added 1 inch for sewing allowance, but we've used 0.5 inch now to turn the lining. So I have 0.5 inch left for my sewing allowance. So I'll be joining the sides together on 0.5. I'll be joining the sides together on 0.5. Straight down. I'll join that side also. So this is it. I've joined my sides on 0.5 inch. I've joined my shoulders. You can see what it looks like. So she's my jacket. My jacket is ready. Just to fix my sleeve. So I'll be fixing my sleeve next. I'm fixing a short sleeve. You can see I've cut it out and I've turned with my lining. So this is it. I've turned with my lining. I made my lining a little bit shorter than my main fabric. That's why I have this, just like I did for my jacket. So this is what I'll be sewing. So I'll be sewing the sleeves on each armhole, like that. So this is my jacket. It is ready and so beautiful. I fixed my sleeve, and for my sleeve, you can see I didn't do inseam from the beginning, so I'm not doing inseam. You can see the way I did this with bias. So I'll be using bias to cover all this place. I'll be using the black bias to cover it up. I'll use it. So I did this just to show how I'll be doing. You can see how neat this is. So I'll cover this stitch up with bias to have a neat finishing. So for my buttons and my buttonhole, I'll be placing my button on this side and my buttonhole on this side. So normally the way I was taught, my buttons are meant to be 3 inches apart, like 3 inches, after 3 inches, 6 inches, like that, 9. But I'll be using 4 inches. I'll be using 4 inches instead. 4 inches, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So I'll be using 4 inches. And because I'm using double buttons, so my buttons will be 4 inches apart also. So a button here, a button here. So that's how I'll be placing it. Remember, the extension I added was just 4 inches also. So 4 inches apart, 4 inches here, 4 inches here. So I'll be starting my button from like 0.5 inch. From this place, 0.5 inch. So I'll measure 4 inch from here to this place. So here and here, I'm placing my buttonholes here and here. So my buttonholes will be like this though. So my buttonholes here and here. So I'll measure 4 inches from here also. This is my 4 inch. So 4 inches from here to here. 4 inch. So that's how I'll do till I get to the down part. So after I've done all this I'm doing now, this measuring now, I'll do my buttonhole. After I've done my buttonhole, then I'll fix my buttons. I like doing my buttonhole first before fixing my buttons, so I won't have to lose button or reshape or so. So after I've done my buttonholes, it's easier for me to just open up my buttonhole, mark the place my buttonhole is. After I've done my buttonhole and I've opened it up, I'll just use chalk to mark through that place, so it will show on this part, so I'll know that this is where I'm fixing my button. This is where I'm fixing my button. So that's how I'll be doing it. So I'll show you what's the final outcome. Thank you guys for watching.